Rich, what are you doing?
Oh, that book I was going to read a section to, or section from to you. I dropped down a chair and then I kicked it under the chair, so I had to get down here and get it. All right, let me get back in the chair.
Why don't you read something in the first chapter?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I'm going to read the last page in the first chapter. Now, this first chapter was about my parents wake up in the morning and I'm paralyzed. This is a morning of August 28, 1950. And when they found me paralyzed, they wanted to call the doctor. And my dad was borrowing a truck from work at the time because they didn't have a car. And my dad had to return the truck back to work and borrow a car from somebody at work. So they also didn't have a phone, so my mom had to go next door and use the phone of the neighbor. She called the doctor came to the house and said, "You need to get him to the hospital." Well, just after the doctor left, my father arrived with my Aunt Ruth and my Uncle Al with him. And so they are coming up to the house. They just pulled in and parked the car and came into the house. And my dad says, "Henry, are you ready?" It's Dad coming in the door. "I borrowed John's car and picked up Ruth and Al on the way. Are you ready?" "Yes, we're ready," Mom says as she walks into the kitchen holding me tight. Dad doesn't look any better than he did earlier, and Aunt Ruth has been crying. Uncle Al's the only one who seems okay. Uncle Al says, "Let's go," and starts out the door. As fast as they came in, we're out the door and in the car. Dad asks, "Which hospital?" Our Lady," Mom says. Her voice is shaking so much she can barely talk. Uncle Al asks Mom what happened, but she shakes her head. She can't talk. "I wonder what they'll do with me at the hospital. Uncle Al keeps saying I'll be okay. I've never been to the hospital that I can remember. I hope they can fix me." When we arrive at the hospital, Dad and Uncle Al jump out of the car. Uncle Al opens Mom's door and she starts to get out. She tries to stand, but she's shaking too much. "I can't get out," Mom says. My legs, I can't." Uncle Al takes me from Mom and runs toward the hospital. Dad opens the door into the emergency room, and Uncle Al puts me on a stretcher. Quickly, a nurse starts to push me away. They won't let Dad and Uncle Al follow. They both have tears in their eyes. Uncle Al says, "See you in a little while, buddy. Be brave." Dad squeezes my hand and smiles through his tears. Our hands pull apart. They're gone. That's the end of the first chapter.
Could you read more?
Not now. The next time you come over, I'll read some more, okay?
Okay, thank you for reading.